23 top and high-level delegations, including 12 presidents, and one host, Polish President Andrzej Duda. The 10th summit of the Three Seas Initiative kicked off in Warsaw, where Montenegro and Albania will officially join as associate states and Turkey and Spain as strategic partners. I believe that thanks to the new members, cooperation within the initiative will become even more meaningful and fruitful, and the summit taking place in Poland itself will contribute to strengthening ties between all member countries and initiative partners. The summit began with a business meeting between President Andrzej Duda and Croatian Prime Minister Andrzej Plenković and US Secretary of Energy Chris Wright. At 7 p.m, the Polish presidential couple held an official dinner. I believe we are going to have a very good meeting and we are going to discuss security issues. I think to a very important extent, especially energy security. The 10th anniversary summit is not only a time symbolically to sum up international cooperation, but also a time to set directions for further development. This is in huge contrast to the Polish presidency of the Council of the European Union, which is there, but as if it did not exist. The Three Seas Initiative is very important, especially for the President and for the political camp close to the President's position. Perhaps the importance of this summit is less from the point of view of the current government. The meeting of international delegations is accompanied by the Three Seas Initiative Business Forum and partnerships talks on the economy. Of particular importance, however, is a visit of US Secretary of Energy who came to Poland at the special invitation of President Andrzej Duda.
People of Poland and to President Duda, who for years have worked together to bring our countries even closer.
Chris Wright came to save the previous Polish government's efforts to build a nuclear power plant in cooperation with the United States. This was strongly advocated not only by the United Right, but also by Polish President Andrzej Duda. After Donald Tusk and his team took power, there was a clear start to slow down this investment, as well as many others. You have to try to somehow connect these issues at the moment, because the deadlines have diverged in execution, so the bridge agreement will hopefully help with that, but it all just shows that this issue really needs to be watched very closely. This vital issue concerning Poland's security. Polskie Elektrownie Jądrowe, Polish nuclear power plants, and the Westinghouse-Bechtel Consortium have signed a bridge agreement in the presence of Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk and the US Secretary of Energy, setting the framework for further cooperation on the construction of a nuclear power plant in Choczewo in the Pomerania region of Poland. Thanks to this agreement, we have changed many key issues in 16 areas. Thanks to this investment becomes more secure. Guarantees give us all a sense of security of this investment.
The American government and the Polish government. This project, the scale of this project, will bring tens of thousands of jobs here in Poland and tens of thousands of jobs in the United States.
The opposition does not believe in the good intentions of the Polish government and says this investment under Donald Tusk's government will not be built. I think it's a makeshift deal in the context of the nuclear power plant because, to my knowledge, it will not be built in Poland under this government. Today, I know that the talks around the nuclear power plant are centered not on the US, where the civic platform has no input and no favor with the US government apparatus either, but more around the French, or an extension of the feasibility of the German tasks. So it is difficult to think that the Civic Coalition's presidential candidate for the President of Poland, Rafał Trzaskowski, will continue to strengthen ties with the United States, as President Andrzej Duda did. The annual March of the 3rd May Constitution is a major event organized by Polish people in Chicago, and Karol Nawrocki will visit the Polish-American community and participate in the event. Citizens' presidential candidate Karol Nawrocki will travel to the United States on the 3rd of May. He seems to want to follow the path set by President Andrzej Duda.